watching Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video, we're here to recap North Dakota State quarterback Trey Lance's pro day. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. Number one, as you guys know, I wasn't the biggest Trey Lance fan coming into his pro day or coming into the draft. And after watching his pro day, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little impressed, and I like him a little bit more than I did before actually watching him and his pro day. I'm not gonna lie, he made some throws where I was like, okay, I can see you in the burgundy and gold. So the first thing that I did like about Trey Lance was the way he's calm, and I understand it's no pass rush coming at him, or you know, nothing to affect his throws really, but I like how calm he was, you know what I'm saying, going through his throws, going through his progressions. Although it was only one receiver, he still was acting as if it was an in-game situation. So I like that about Trey Lance. I like his ability to throw the ball mid and short. Now we're going to talk about his deep ball accuracy later in the video. Now that I actually got to see his throwing mechanics like in person kinda, or up and close, I compare his throwing form to Dwayne Haskins, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, boy, what are you talking about? I'm telling you, they throw exactly alike. The only thing with Trey Lance is that obviously when it comes out of his hands, they're a lot more accurate than Dwayne Haskins, and he has more touch than Dwayne Haskins. We know that's really one thing that killed Dwayne Haskins, is that he couldn't have touch. The thing was just a 95-mile-per-hour fastball with Dwayne Haskins. With Trey Lance, he has touch. He's a quarterback like the Patrick Mahomes, like the Aaron Rodgers, etc., who can throw that 90-mile-per-hour here when you need it, but also can have touch. But when I tell you him and Dwayne Haskins has the same throwing form, I want you guys to do a side by side, and maybe you'll see something different that I didn't see. But the way they throw the ball and the release of the ball when they throw it, I see a lot of Dwayne Haskins. Obviously Trey Lance has way better arm talent and arm skill. And into some of the things that I didn't like about Trey Lance was his inconsistency on his deep ball. Now, like I said, I understand it was his pro day, you know what I'm saying, he could have been a little bit nervous performing in front of these general managers. But the thing with his deep ball, like a lot of other quarterbacks coming out of the draft in recent years, is that when he throws a deep ball, one play it's gonna be beautiful. Like just now, just probably like 5 minutes ago, he made a beautiful deep ball, but then he comes back in the red zone and throws a terrible one, and then even at midfield he throws another terrible one. So it's not nothing that's really blew my socks off and really made me not like him more than I already didn't at first, but it's just something that he needs to be worked on, and that's typical with a young guy like Trey Lance. And you guys gotta understand, it doesn't matter what team Trey Lance goes to, let's just say it's the burgundy and gold for an example, he's not gonna be a day one starter unless he just blows all the other competition out the water in training camp. I don't see him being a starter day one. He's gonna be a project, and I'm pretty sure that's what every team knows. I clearly can see that in his pro day, that he is far from being perfect, but he has some really good throws. He had a fadeaway throw that looked like Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but it was a beautiful throw off his back foot fading away. I was like, oh my lord. Now his accuracy on the short and medium passes, I really didn't see no inconsistency, maybe here and there a little bit high, but other than that, he was really for the most part on the money with his short and medium throws. And like I said, with the deep ball, he has some inconsistent plays, but then you can also blame some of them on the receivers. Some of them the receivers could have caught, and I'm pretty sure NFL talent would have caught that. In this example, I'm pretty sure Terry McLaurin would have caught that. I'm pretty sure even Cam Sims would have caught that pass that some of these receivers dropped out there. But hey man, I'm really impressed with Trey Lance. Like I said, even before I watched his pro day, I would not be mad if he falls to 19 and we drafted him. I just wanted a veteran, and I felt like we can go elsewhere with that pick. After seeing his pro day, I'm on board with getting Trey Lance, man. And let me clear it up, I'm not the biggest Trey Lance fan yet still, But at the same time, I see potential in this guy. Just look at guys like Josh Allen, who was terrible coming out of the draft. So you really can't judge these young players. The thing that really scares me about Trey Lance that has nothing to do with his pro day really is his inexperience. You know what I'm saying? Last year he played in one game which he was terrible in. He came out in the second half and rushed for over 100 yards after he settled down, but he was not really good in that in his only game this past year. And then before that, he had a full season where he went crazy. His inexperience is one thing that scares me, and that's really the reason why I'm saying he's a project. But I'm pretty sure by the time, if we do play this thing out right, if we do in fact draft him, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to, who's to say he falls out of the top 10, but nevertheless, like I said before, he's going to be a project, and by the time he steps on the field for the Burgundy and Gold, let's just say for this example, he's going to be ready to play. I'm telling you guys, if you didn't get a chance to watch the pro day, he has all the intangibles, man. And just like any other quarterback, Trey Lance has a preference on where he likes to throw the ball. He likes to throw the ball more so on his left side. His right side is where mainly his incompletions came from. And obviously, every quarterback has a preference on where they like to throw the ball, so you really can't take any credit away from him for having that problem in his game. That can always get fixed, and it wasn't like he was terrible throwing from the right side, but you can clearly see he likes throwing to his left side more. I'm telling you, man, after seeing him, and this is coming from a guy who isn't the biggest Trey Lance fan but wouldn't be mad if we draft him, he is really solid. If you guys are wondering, my NFL comparison for Trey Lance is Cam Newton. Only thing is, he obviously isn't as strong as Cam Newton, but he has way better arm talent than Cam Newton. He has zip on the ball, he has touch on the ball, something that Cam Newton and Dwayne Haskins can't do. He has the ability to, like I said, throw a heater, but also know how to loft it up in the air on deep balls, corner fade routes when need be. So yeah, man, I'm impressed. It was a quick pro day. It wasn't that long. It was about 30-20 minutes, and he had 65 throws, and out of those 65 throws, I only seen probably a few that was really terrible. Like I said, some was high, some was on the wide receiver, and some were just flat out on Trey Lance. Total, I gave him an A in his performance. I'm really liking what I've seen out of Trey Lance, and granted, like I said, it was no defense at him, it was no pass rush, nothing to really affect his throw, but that's what a pro day is, man. So I'm excited for Trey Lance. With him performing so well on his pro day, I don't think he's gonna be at 19, man. I think we're gonna have to trade up to even possibly the top 10 to get Trey Lance. That's how good his pro day was, and I wasn't blown away, but he did make plays where I'm like, oh my god, I could definitely dig that for the Washington football team, and that being our future quarterback. But now that other teams have seen it too, I'm not sure if he's gonna fall to 19. But yeah, man, there you have it. Like I said, it was a quick little pro day, 30-20 minutes. He only had 65 throws. So let me know how you guys feel about this down below. Did you guys see the pro day? Put your reactions to Trey Lance's pro day down below if you've seen it. But if you didn't, hopefully my analysis gave you a good idea of what he did, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on YouTube later. So with that being said, it's been your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hell to the Washington football team. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you popped. Get you popped, get you